How we doing, everybody? You guys having a good time? Yeah. Oh, that's what I want to hear. A lot of great comics on this show, huh? Yeah. Right. I'll be honest, I don't care if I bomb up here, because I'm a teacher, so even if I do bomb, it's just nice for me to talk to a quiet group of people, you know? It's a big win. Any other teachers here? Doesn't surprise me. Probably couldn't afford the tickets, but makes sense. I teach geometry. Exactly. And my students' favorite class is not geometry. Their favorite class is bathroom. That's where they like to spend their time. The girls in my class, when they want to get into class and go to the bathroom, they always say the same thing. They go, Mr. Elberg, can I go to the bathroom? I'm on my period.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly. You did this?
Yeah.
Exactly, right? It's still going on today. I thought I'd be memorizing like seating charts, like where the visual learners sit in class. Turns out I'm just memorizing 15 girls' cycles. Some girl in my class is like, Mr. Elberg, can I go to the bathroom? I'm on my period. And I'm like, nice try, Maria. It's not the 12th. Don't even bring that shit in here with me. That's ridiculous, right? And I use the boys' bathroom, like the student bathroom, but the problem is they recognize my dress shoes, like underneath the stall. Right? They throw things over at me. So I had to buy these bathroom Jordans so I could shit in peace. I'm a real dress shoes in the halls, Jordans in the stalls guy. That's how I do it. It's my style. I'm sticking to it. Let's see. I don't know if you guys know. I fidget a lot. I move around a lot. I think I might have ADHD. Anybody else think they have it? Yeah, over here?
Yeah.
Over here too in the front? The double yeah seems like you definitely do. Where was the double yeah? Where was that person? You're right. Have you been like diagnosed and tested?
For dyslexia.
For dyslexia, but not ADHD. So you're
It's very similar.
okay. Got it. That's what the doctors usually say. They're like, you got this one. It's close enough. Call it ADHD. I don't know. I only ask because my friends are telling me to get tested now, and I'm like, I am 32 years old. What am I going to do with a positive ADHD diagnosis at this point in my life, right? Like, what is that going to get me? Extra time on dates? I don't understand what I'm going to do with that, right? I'll be at a bar talking to some girl. She tries to leave after one drink, and I'm just like, excuse me. But according to the Individuals with Disabilities Act, I'm entitled to at least a drink and a half this evening, right? So sit your ass back down. Go to the bottom of this. I was on a date recently and I was fidgeting a bunch, and then I got a nosebleed, you know, because I'm killing it. And I go to the bathroom to fix it. I come back. The girl's like, oh, I get it. The fidgeting, the nosebleeds. You must like to party. She goes like this. She thought I did cocaine. Right? And I was like, oh, I love to party. Because I don't do cocaine, but I do love charades, which is what I thought this was. I didn't realize. I'm a wholesome guy. I don't know. So anyways, cut to 3 hours later, we're back at her place, and she's ODing in the corner. But the whole time, I'm just on the other side of the room like, Pulp Fiction. It's tricky. It's tricky. I teach in the South Bronx here in New York. And the goal of my school is we're trying to close the achievement gap between black and white students on standardized tests. And I've been there for 10 years. And every year we get a little bit closer. But this year I took the extra step. And after school, I started tutoring white students poorly. So, so you do that, right? You work that problem from both ends. I'll be in some fancy high-rise on the Upper East Side, and I'll be like, yeah, go to an Ivy League school. That would be pretty cool. But you know, it'd also be pretty cool. If we had a little party right now, what do you say? Let's have a good time. Let's see. My nieces were just in the city. They came to visit me, and I took them to see The Lion King. Right? It was a good time. And then after the show, I wanted to make sure they got it. I was like, Annie, what do you think the moral of The Lion King is? She's like, well, the moral of The Lion King is clearly, you can't let your past define you. No matter what happens, you can always go on to do great things in the future. And I was like, that is incorrect. The moral of The Lion King is clearly, be nice to your uncle. Or else bad things happen to your family, right? That's why I took you to this show. And she got all upset. She was like, oh my God. Are you saying that if I'm bad this weekend, you're going to kill my dad? And I was like, oh, sweetie, of course not. Of course not. I'm going to orchestrate a stampede of wildebeest to do it for me, right? So you didn't even watch the show. Let's see. And then I took her to the Met afterwards. Have you guys been to the Met? Make some noise if you've been to the Met here. All right, make some noise if you've donated to the Met. You don't. The ADHD person, you donated to the Met. Your hands, they got out of control. They went right to the bucket. Yeah, I don't know. I can't donate to the. I can never donate to the Met. Here's why. How many pieces by Michelangelo do you think the Metropolitan Museum of Art has? Somebody shout out a number.
12.
12 pieces. That's a great guess. The Met has 133 pieces of Michelangelo, and they want money from us. Right? Can you imagine if your friend came up to you and he was like, hey, can I have some money? I only have 132 pieces of Michelangelo. And then you gave him money. And then you found out that he spent your money on another piece by Michelangelo. How mad you would be? Oh, that would be infuriating. I don't know. It's a weird time. It's election season, right? All right. I can hear the groans. I don't know. I'm feeling weird. I'm nervous. I'm a Kamala guy, but I'm nervous. Right? I have some friends who are voting for Trump, as you can tell from my age and ethnicity, and they're all voting for Trump for the same reason, right? Which is like they're like, I like a candidate who's not PC. That's what they like. Like I just like a guy who's not PC. So this election is going to be close, but I think in the next election, if the Democrats really want to win, what we need to do is nominate the most progressive candidate we've ever seen, but just make sure they speak in the least PC way imaginable. I don't think we'd clean up out there, right? Can you imagine a candidate up there just like, look, all right, it's 2024. It's time we close the gender pay gap and pay women the same amount as men in this country, all right? Enough is enough. So that my wife can finally shut the fuck up. Because, oh my God, I can't take it anymore, right? And of course, women should be able to control their own bodies. Of course they should be able to. Women should be able to make their own choices. And I hope my wife chooses to shut the fuck up because I can't take it anymore. I don't know. Don't blame me. That candidate would win, is all I'm saying. I don't know. It's tricky. I'm in a weird mood. My girlfriend and I broke up earlier today. But no, I'm just kidding. A while ago. I don't know. So now I'm out there trying to date again. It's tricky dating as a teacher. None of you guys would know. But it is tricky dating as a teacher. Because people assume I don't make a lot of money. Like I was on a date once, and the check came. And the girl was like, no, I got this. You're a teacher. And I was like, but you're unemployed, so how is that any better, huh? Doesn't make sense. But teachers in New York City, we make more money than people realize. Like, I've been teaching for 10 years, like I said. And this year, I made $90,000. Oh, thank you. That's for my whole career to this point. You got it up. That's still pretty good, you have to say. Toughest part about being a teacher nowadays is that it's not the money, that's not a big deal, but we got to talk to our students about school shootings, right? We got to do it. And those are tough conversations to have, they're important. Those conversations are just super awkward in my homeroom, because my homeroom is all black kids and one white kid. Right? So all the black kids are just like, yeah, what are we going to do if somebody brings a gun to school? I mean, we don't know who it's going to be, Kevin, but when Kevin brings a gun to school, where should the rest of us hide? That's my question. And Kevin gets all upset. He runs out of the room crying. I'm just like, guys, we got to be nicer to Kevin, because that's the help I'm telling you. But while he's out of the room, all right, that closet, that's where we're going to hide. Everybody be cool, okay? We're in this fucking together. We got to talk about guns in schools, right? Because the NRA, they want to put guns in every classroom. And they base that argument on the Second Amendment. Although I wish they cared more about the Third Amendment, because I've had a soldier quartering in my studio apartment for months. And no one seems to care. You got that joke, you know your Bill of Rights. And those of you that didn't, you probably went to the high school that I teach at. So I don't know, so either way, on that. Anyways, you guys have been awesome. I'm Brian Elberg. Have a good night.